Alright, so the last game I reviewed, I got spoiled. And yeah, it was kind of disappointing to go through that. Fnatic banning Xayah on red side. Wow. That is hilarious. That is fucking funny, actually. Ryze first pick. Let's see what FPX have planned for the obvious Kaiser rotation. I managed to take a peek at the stats, and the only thing I remember, honestly, is I saw that Fnatic have Veigar. I saw that Fnatic was up 5 kills to 2. So that's the only information that I perceived during this brief moment where my stream went to the future. Listen. Gragas is out. No Gragas for you. It's time for your redemption game, Broxa. Need to amp up that vision game, amp up those numbers. Because this was a supreme display of FunPlus Phoenix and their cooperation between the jungle and the lanes. That's why a big criticism of mine with Fnatic was how they played together with their mid lane, how they played together with their top lane. Because it's more to it than just how you fight 2v2, it's how you spread the pressure 2v2. And they were definitely suffocating Broxa 2 games in a row now. Suffocating the shit out of him. He was spotted on every ward, and Rengar could have potentially done more effort to build vision in the mid lane. It was difficult because Ryze was having prio, maybe on Trinity Force could build vision. And then whenever Fnatic had those opportunities, usually that's where they are sharp. But both games now, they botched the situation. Boom, it's a Veigar lock-in right into the face of Ryze. And this time around, the Xayah ban gives an opening here for Renekton. So Renekton Ryze can be double flex. Renekton is something that can be played. Is that guy who delivers food? Let me just check. Oh, is this guy giving food out? I'm so fucking hungry. I guess it's completely irrelevant because I'm not there, huh? Veigar, Tam Coco ban. Not banning AD carries, I guess. They believe that Veigar and, Varus and Tam Kench go hand in hand. Maybe a Lucian, or maybe a Tristana. Vayne ban, that's something LWX played in groups. Holy, don't fall down, cameraman. Rakan ban, and then Pyke ban. Leona. Well, I think you can just pick the top laner here into Renekton and last pick support. It's a good way. But enemy might pick Leona. And then if they pick Leona, what do you really have? Ornn. It's time for some Ornn hub. As Papa Smithy always puts it. Ornn is not that exciting against the 3 picks that we see. Honestly. Ornn against Rek'Sai, Renekton, Ryze is really whatever. Ryze is quite nimble. Because he can always phase rush. And not always, but many times can phase rush. Lucian Nautilus, also quite decent into Ornn. Ornn is not too fancy, not too crazy. Come on, Hide-san, you need to hover Draven Orianna. If you don't hover Draven Orianna, then the game is jinxed. The game is just completely jinxed. This game is jinxed. 3-0 FPX. Did he have a Draven Orianna? We have to go back. We have to go back. Hilly Billy. Did you see Arena? Hilly-san always hovers Draven Orianna for his girlfriend, I think. Because her name is Duri. And this is the first time he doesn't do it. And they're 2-0 down.
Well, deserve them, I guess.
He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. Oh no, Haley-san. Oh, you're gonna lose the series and then you're gonna get a call from you. Go, oh, you're cheating? You're cheating? Why are you looking at me like this? It's a joke. It's a joke, it's a joke. Okay. Gimgoon. Have you brushed up on the matchup? Renekton versus Ornn. Renekton is a winner. Rek'Sai is a loser against Ornn. Definitely you can find some ganks, but the last time we saw this matchup was Ornn Elise versus Renekton Talia, and Ornn was such a good pick there because it was strong into many champions, but here Ornn can only really target Ryze, maybe Lucian, but the dash is very powerful. Veigar E honestly counters the whole enemy team. So once again Fnatic managed to get a Veigar in a position where the enemy composition is just hard countered by it. Honestly, Veigar E, you put it down, what does Fun plus Phoenix really do? It's hard for them to pass it, everyone is relatively short range. Veigar E is just so broken. So we have to look further. Alistar is not a crazy good pick into Nautilus. Lucian, if you are deft, you can dodge combos with Lucian E, but only if you are deft or Uzi or, you know, some next level Lucian. Oh, I can do it with Lucian, I'm next level. No, you're not on the same level as these two guys. So calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Halo Blades Rek'Sai, I'm sure somewhere in his home Ender is quite happy with this. He always talks about how everyone's an ape for going Conqueror. I honestly couldn't care less. Ornn in the top lane with the grasp. Let's see if you can survive. Broxah, it's time to find some action for yourself. You need to cooperate with your team. You know, jungle is a team role. As a team Fnatic, need to build vision, make a plan for how they want to pressure, and also pay attention to when FPX build vision. Get the right amount of pink wards and start to suffocate them instead. It's very important. Mid matchup should be favored for Ryze because, you know, Veigar is just so weak. Reckless 74 international games played. Wow, that's many. I've been to 12. 2 World Championships, 2 losses at group stages. 2 times in group with Samsung and RNG. Just my luck, huh? Okay. FPX. Bottom matchup should be in their favor early on. Alistar too weak early, and I think Nautilus is quite good into Ali. Bwipo getting the prio, looking for the smack. Bwipo playing quite decently in the series. Honestly, he played good in his lane, and then the rest was kind of over. Bwipo is Fnatic's hope right now. They put Fnatic in a position where they didn't want to pick Veigar. They went for the Veigar for the team fighting. Broxah going red, Golem blue into pressure, getting level 3. Tian is going for a full clear variant. The ward is up top, and Bwipo has prio. Wonderful, Bwipo is managing to get prio. And he built a ruby crystal now because he's last sitting pretty well. Broxah is going all the way around, trying to find some creative ways to gank. Now, if FPX manage to ward, it's going to be all gone. But they do respect the jungle because they don't have a ward on river. And Fnatic recovered the prio. It was almost as if FPX felt like they were letting them push because they knew their jungle is going to path on the top. And right now, Tian is very well aware of where Broxah is, even though he hasn't been spotted. So let's see FPX. If it was IG, they would die to this gank. They would be pushing on tier 3 turret and they would die. Instead here, you know, FPX, this dive is very optimistic. It's not going to happen. I don't know why you would even show. This is a disaster. Quite disgusting, honestly. I don't know why you would show. Just go and farm. It's very clear here that the situation is already dead. Fnatic just pushing in the wave, and FPX can easily survive any dives. And already now the Raptors have been taken. OMB is looking to ward, and this is how FPX are just spreading the pressure. Movements like this, prio into boot vision, and then Broxah here, if he's gonna get spotted clearing those Raptors, it's gonna be so slow on tempo, and Tian already is super far ahead. Golems are gonna spawn. Broxah is taking them, Tian is taking them, Tian's gonna get level 5. 5 it is. Now FPX are looking to pressure because Tian is in bottom side and FPX are freezing. They are fake pressuring here. They are fake pressuring a lot. Fnatic get pushed off, and FPX had no interest in freezing the wave. They see enemy has TP. I believe this is a cannon wave right now, but Lucian base and Nautilus is staying. So maybe Nautilus is going to look to delay here and look to freeze in front of the wave to make sure Lucian loses as little as possible. This is definitely a cannon wave, right? 5 minutes cannon wave. 4:30 is cannon wave, right? No, I can't remember anymore. I don't know what's wrong with me. Too much reviewing in one day. Okay, look at that cage. Look at that cage. This is like Cage from Tenacious D. Very effective. Reckless TPs to save his buddy and walks down into bottom lane. Doesn't lose too much time. Lucian was first, and Illisang and Reckless will be on similar timing now. Okay, interesting. Some perks feel there. FPX slow pushing out now, and Fnatic are just starting Drake. It's a mountain Drake, it's a very strong Drake. But Doinbi has no mana. I'm assuming Nemesis is doing the call right now. Doinbi has no mana, we can do it. Doinbi took the honey fruit. Ornn could get dove, but Ornn is under the turret. Oh, Bippo, oh, that's rough. Okay. I wonder if Bippo can do something better here. He has his W, but the stun is going to... maybe if he predicts, like Ryze's EWing, right? He could potentially get out with his W and then ult and then maybe survive a bit longer and go for 1-for-1. But FPX used a lot of summons here. Flash. And the Ornn is gonna TP back. So this is not gonna be a game changer. This is completely fine. Oh. Wow, FPX with a very interesting play here because they want to take the red buff before Lee can counter invade because Rek'Sai is on top side. So I really like the play of FPX taking their own red buff, but then taking this pathing as a bit too aggressive. Fnatic spot them. They've improved their warding since last game. It's looking bright. So Veigar being relatively even in this state is something to be happy about. Doinbi is not the one to pressure too hard in the 1v1, and Nemesis being even is great. FPX is still quite far ahead because of Tian's jungle decision making, and Broxah just being on the receiving end of a lot of bullying from Tian. That's almost the whole gold advantage, honestly. The kill and then the CS. And here is honestly just LWX doesn't know the position of Ali, and it results in a kill. Very nice done. Hiri-san freezing the wave for his AD. Reckless piecing out. It's like fuck this. Standing very far away. And now Reckless gets it. Alistar heals with passive. Okay. Good return kill here. Illisang sitting in the bush. LWX seems very oblivious. Gets W'd, Q'd into the turret. And then he dies from the punch of Ali. Ali gets the red buff. And in the little monitor here, we see that Bwipo is 1v1 killing. Holy Bwipo! Ornn is too OP, guys. Okay. Bwipo's had a very good performance. Very good performance from Bwipo. You should be happy about it. This game is very tense though, man. The stakes are 2-0. We didn't talk about the stakes too much because, you know, I managed to get spoiled. I know that Fnatic are gonna be at a 2-5 scoreline, and before that happens, I'm not gonna feel too excited about things. Lucian needs to get ahead of Kai'Sa, otherwise it's not worth to pick it. You have a kind of a spike on Blade of the Ruined King, but then after 2 items, Kai'Sa is going to be permanently stronger than Lucian. Lucian has some options later when he has full items to kind of look to one-shot Kai'Sa, but it's difficult because she has her ult and she can always avoid fights she doesn't want to take. Lucian's strength is that he has a lot of upfront burst, and it's not so useful against Kai'Sa. Lee not finished his jungle item yet. FPX finishing up this herald here. Let's take a step back and understand why this happened. FPX just have full control over topside river and just go for it. Okay. Kimgun also TP back to lane, so that gave him a lot of tempo here. He got to push back, but Bwipo denied his TP from impacting the map, so that's still very beneficial. And I feel like this 2v2 mid prio is something that FPX can always take. As this Veigar grows, then maybe he can reach the point where he can one-shot the Rise together with the Lee. But no AD jungle item is him being very far behind. Mercury buy for Rek'Sai, I like it. I think Mercury is very good against enemy team. There's going to be Glacial Augment, a lot of CC. It's just a go-to item. There's just no way to get around it. Okay, here Crisp, stopwatch. Important that the W damage, there's going to be a lot of it. Here Reckless has ultimate if he wants to go. TP. There's only one TP. Whip has no TP. And oh, Doinbi. Doinbi is dead. Okay, Reckless firing. Reckless is firing. Holy, it's Veigar strong. Let's take a look again. So Doinbi TPs on a very bad ward. Like Nemesis matching his TP is sublime here. He finds the TP right away when Rise starts to TP. And then boom, the cage comes down and the cage is just in a rough spot. Alistar with Veigar is nasty because even if you put it in a bad spot, you can look to do some shenanigans. Here probably Alistar doesn't need to go. I think Lucian was pretty dead anyway. That is a very, very positive play here for Fnatic. They reacted to the TP beautifully, and LWX is playing Lucian. He's going to fall off very hard in this game, and scaling is definitely hardcore in Fnatic's favor. Hardcore. So Fnatic coming to life, scaling on their side is definitely something that eases a lot of their thinking muscles. It just seems to be, you know, if you are the team scaling and you are patient, it seems like every team is bound to make some kind of mistakes because it happens every time. In the series that in the games that we've reviewed so far, it just seems to be so difficult if you're getting outscaled. And here I don't know how to analyze this play, it just fucking happened. We had a TP from Kai'Sa onto mid lane, and FPX are trying to commit, but it just doesn't work. Hilly Billy. Bottom wave is pretty big. So the fact that Fnatic is losing this one is kind of rough. Oh, Gimgun. Look at that Sunfire Cape damage. What can Bwipo do here? Can Bwipo go all the way? Can he burn flash? Okay, no flash burnt. I think his Q placement was a bit bad. For otherwise, I think maybe you can burn the flash of Rise. Ooh! Ooh. Holy! And now we're 2-5. From this point onward, I'm oblivious to the stats. Because here, Rise so short range. It's hard to play against Veigar. Glacial Augment, super difficult. The Veigar E is nasty against Rise. All of the champions on FPX are so short ranged, and I think now, just because of the fact that Fnatic is even ahead at this point when they outscale, it's crazy. FPX has such a good start with the jungle, Renekton. I mean, FPX was super far. Oh, 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 that's nasty. Okay, I don't know how that missed. FPX needs to get an advantage early, because what's his Renekton pick for? What's his Renekton pick for? What's his Lucian pick for if you're going to be behind? And the fact that Fnatic first, they find the kill, FPX was snowballing slowly, they had a gold lead, Rek'Sai was ahead, but then everything collapsed when LWX died for the first time, and then the TP play was so beautiful from Nemesis. Nemesis is playing great. Nemesis is playing good. Oh! Holy. No ult. You escaped this time, Crisp. You get to maintain your crispiness for one more day. Spirosojin, Renekton. Flash up. Cloud Drake, 2 minutes. Ah, it's a beautiful game for Fnatic to win. TB advantage in favor of FPX. Maybe they could do some shenanigans where they send Rise into Ornn and look to abuse the factory as some fight cape. But even that notion, I don't know if they can pressure harder than Fnatic's 4, because Fnatic's 4 can easily pressure dive. Fnatic can even go as 5 and pressure dive, and that will always force a reaction from FPX. It's just Fnatic's picks is just so much stronger right now. Ali, Ornn, Veigar, just too good in team fights. Way too good in team fights. Are you jungling? Oh no. I thought Elena was jungling. Never seen her jungle in our entire relationship. She's a mid lane main, but she seems very focused. Okay. Goal disparity is closing somehow. Must be all the waves that Fnatic are losing on bottom, but Fnatic don't seem to give a shit. They're just trying to play for objectives, and oh, Reckless ults, and Tian is burning flash. When you have champions like Renekton and Rek'Sai playing against the Veigar, you're so flash reliant. That was an optimistic flash, but Nemesis survives. Arises on bottom. Nashor is nowhere to be found. Fnatic with a double mountain Drake. The Drake luck has been crazy today. A lot of mountains, a lot of infernals. The Drake gods are smiling upon us. And Doinby is just split pushing away. He doesn't have TP. I think Rise split push power is not strong enough to really accomplish anything before Fnatic get the Nashor. So Fnatic just wants to play for the mid prio, play through mid into top, get the Nashor when it spawns. Now, Cloud, you can do the same, play 4-1, play a tight game where you just push, step into enemy jungle, and then put down the vision. Nothing too complicated. FPX just needs to look to try to contest their space. Very little comeback potential in FPX's composition. Maybe they can find like an engage with Rise or something. But other than that, Gingun? Doinb just split pushing away. This is the only thing that FPX can really do to match any of the gold the Fnatic is advancing with, but you know, they could even potentially match here with Veigar or Ornn and be completely fine. Just playing on the inhib on bottom, and even if FPX gets the inhib on top, it's not that big a deal because Fnatic or what the fuck? They're looking to end. This is not possible. They can't end unless you get some sick combination. Oh, LWX is dead. Gimgun going in. Gimgun is in the mix. Alistar is dead. Okay, 3 people are dead. 3 people are dead, but still, holy. The call to end was nuts there. That is crazy, man. How did we get there? Jesus. I was just trying to describe how getting the bot inhib is much better than the top inhib because of how the nature of Nashor works. Something very mute and boring. But here Fnatic couldn't go for end. They were just trying to threaten something and they forced Doinb's TP. So they definitely forced a reaction. They're like, what the fuck are you doing on top? You have to come here. And they forced a snap reaction. They saved the top inhib and Ryze used TP and they got 3 kills. 3 beautiful kills. Because yeah, FPX have no problem of clearing the creeps. But now, when these super creeps are coming in, then it's going to be difficult. I just meant in the context of pushing the Nexus in this particular situation. It was very difficult. Oh, I'm so excited to eat. I didn't eat all day. You know, I've been thinking for so long that the 26th I'm going to go to see Tom Segura live, and then it turns out it's on Sunday, tomorrow, which was kind of funky. Okay, Bipo, get saved by your buddy. Nemesis gets ulted, doesn't have stopwatch. He's all good, he's all good. FPX is too low range and Fnatic get the Nash. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Boom, boom. End the game, end the game. Look at bottom wave, end the wave. End the game. TP, 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 TP. Double TP on bot, double TP on bot. LWX. Flash E away. TP on bottom wave. Boom. 1 TP. Can we get another TP? We don't need more TPs. You chase Gimgun all the way into bottom. End the game. Holy! Hilly-sang! Okay. Never mind. Oh! Nemesis! Oh! Nemesis with the wonderful performance on the Veigar. Is that the next permaban? Is that the next permaban? Because this draft was beautiful. They just Veigar. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. What happened? Yo! What happened to Kaiser? What happened to Kaiser? Show me Kaiser. Why did Kaiser die? How did Kaiser die? How did Kaiser die here? Oh, Doinb! They're chasing Doinb. Look for the end. You're 4 men alive. But Doinb gets 1 EQ, 2 EQ. Boom! And then the flash of Tian right on top of Kaiser's head. Jesus, that was an easy end. Easy end. Okay, FPX live another day, but I don't think it matters too much. Doesn't matter too much. Only sad part about that is all the Magi stack that Veigar lost. He almost had the full stack. I think if they don't chase after Doinb there and split up a bit more, they can definitely end. Not a question. Can definitely end. You guys hear this shit? What kind of a dog is that? Okay. So let's take a look at the replay. I thought Fnatic just straight up were gonna TP bottom and then go, but they didn't. Hilly-sang was fighting Doinb for some reason. Reckless is kiting upwards, and then he eats, and then now walk back in, and then here just look to focus on Nexus. You're chasing into Doinb, but he has phase rush on and flash. And then all these rockets that he's firing just killed Fnatic completely. Then Broxa is getting away. Okay, so just go for the easy end. Fnatic are coming down bottom lane now. They still have a bit of an Asher, 30 seconds. Next wave of super creeps is coming, and they're going to look to break this inhib. It's hard. Okay, okay, okay. What the fuck was this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, look at this combination here, man. Look at this. Rise ult into W of Alistar, into Nautilus showing up to ult Reckless, into Gimgun going for Reckless, into Spear of Sojin, into Spear of Sojin. Oh! What is happening? What is happening? What the fuck? What am I watching with my own eyes? Oh man, what the fuck? What the... Oh man. Oh man, what the... What? That is crazy, man. That is... Look at this. Nautilus queuing in. Boom. W'd into the Rise Portal. Rise Portal lands. Ults Reckless up. Boom. Spear of Sojin Renekton is on Reckless's face. Boom. And then he gets the kill. Boom. And boom. And the stopwatch. And another boom. Boom. The Q lands of Broxa. Kills. Doinbi is fighting against Bwipo, but Bwipo is not tanky versus Doinbi. The Relentless Hunter. Ravenous Hunter is popping off. Wow. Still, Fnatic scales so much better. This is still completely fine for Fnatic. Their composition is so strong. But maybe it's a blow to Fnatic mental. So if Fnatic do this 2 or 3 more times, they will probably lose. But it's very unlikely. Well, happened a couple of times already, so maybe it is likely, who knows. Happened 2 times. Doinbi is getting quite strong as well, but Nemesis AP numbers are skyrocketing. I wish they could show us. Rek'Sai is not weak either. Soon flash up. Definitely in a position to one-shot some kids if he wants to. I wish we could see Nemesis AP. So this Lucian is completely useless. I can say so much. Still, Fnatic completely favored. Their Nash is super fast. They have 2 mountains, 2 clouds. Very hard for FPX to leave their base even because of Glacial Augment and the engage tools the Fnatic have and the engage tools they don't have. Their composition is just super weak at this point. If they can make some crazy combination again with the Nautilus ult going, Doinbi is in, Hili Baba. W is Doinbi back. Ornn is in the mix. Gimgun gets kited completely by Nemesis. Very well played by Nemesis to step out of range of Renekton W there. Otherwise, maybe he would be a target to kill. Combo comes in. This should be fine for Fnatic. Fnatic have ult on Reckless. Reckless ults in. Very late, but I guess he just wanted to wait for the Nautilus ult to go. Doinbi looking for some magic. Can we see some Doinbi magic here? Doinbi magic. Oh, almost Doinbi magic. Almost Doinbi magic. Hylissang won a game where he didn't hover Draven Orianna. Maybe. Maybe it's a sign. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm just kidding. Fnatic, take it back. Veigar, such a good pick in this position. They find the advantages through the TP on bottom. Very reminiscent to the game against RNG. Very similar. They knew they outscaled. They got the advantage. They had a better team fight. They took the slow approach. And they managed to actually play with the game plan. They built some vision up. They were looking for ways to suffocate the Rek'Sai. But Rek'Sai there had an advantage. 30 CS. He had a kill on top. And it was fine before FPX started to die a lot on bottom, die many times. And then when you die 2 times on Lucian and you're trying to compete and race, it just doesn't work because I think Tian really did a lot of work this game. So coming into the next one, if drafts are more similar in terms of strength coming into later parts of the game, Fnatic need to clean up their act here. Their play has been so sloppy, and they gave up a lot of kills that they didn't need to give. And then on top of that, you know, enemy draft was so early game centric, and you relied on their mistakes to win the game. So if FPX are in a position where they scale better and Fnatic need to be proactive, they seem to do a much better job of shutting down FPX. I mean, FPX seem to do a much better job of shutting down Fnatic when Fnatic need to be the aggressors. So we have to wait and see how this develops. If you sneeze during this video, please bless you and bless your face. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.